Hi, I'm Elaine Heath. I'd like to share with you briefly 5 ways that my community and I are staying right side up, more or less, most of the time, while we're here in quarantine just like you are. We're here in rural North Carolina at Spring Forest. The first way is through mindfulness practices and forms of prayer that help us to center down and be at peace. I recommend Amy Odin's book, Right Here, Right Now, and Ruben Habito's book, Be Still and Know, if you would like to read about mindfulness practices from a Christian perspective, things that include breath prayer and Visio Divina and those kinds of prayers. The second thing that we do that's so important to our well-being is physical work. So we live in the country and we have a small farm and a forest to take care of, so there's always plenty of physical work to do. But even work like housework, spring cleaning, things like that can help us with our levels of stress and help our bodies to be healthier, which will help us to sleep better at night. And getting enough sleep will bring down our levels of anxiety. The third thing is good theology. There's so much bad news on the TV, and there's so much bad theology floating around out there. This is the perfect time to get in touch with Julian of Norwich's book, Showings, Revelations of Divine Love. Julian was a 14th century mystic and theologian, a woman, who lived through 3 pandemics, 3 sweeps of bubonic plague that went through her country, England, during her lifetime, and wiped out half the population of England. And yet her theology is full of hope and joy and God's love. You can get it in a modern translation, and I highly recommend reading her work. The fourth thing that we find very important is play. Take a little bit of time every day to play. Even if you have a busy work schedule, you have a lot of video chat meetings for your workplace or whatever it is that's requiring your time. Play helps us to loosen up, to lighten up. It helps our digestion, and it's part of what it means to be fully human. In our case, we are playful people. We make jokes. We like to goof off, but we also play games. We even play board games online with our children who live in other states. So whether it's a simple game of Uno or a complex board game, or we go outside and shoot some hoops if you have access to that in your yard or something, play can really help. And finally, making sure that we immerse ourselves in beauty every day, some form of beauty. That can be as simple as noticing the light shining through the window on your houseplant and noticing the different shades of green, or gazing at a work of art, or creating a work of art. Some aspect of beauty will lift us up out of ourselves and connect us with God, who is transcendent. Friends, I pray that God will comfort and encourage you during these tough days, and that you will know that you are loved. I hope these suggestions that we are using might be helpful to you. God bless you, and remember, this too shall pass.